Oh, well, we're back in the shop today for another safety video. This one's for our plumber friends out there. We recently ran into a troubleshoot involving some plumbing pipe that was replaced with PEX. And what we got set up here is some metal piping and some metal piping, and we've replaced the middle section with plastic piping. So conductive, not conductive at all. Now, fun fact, in the older homes, they used to use the metal plumbing piping as the grounding system. So when you get rid of that metal piping and put in plastic, your grounding is no good anymore. You need to get an electrician in there to figure all that out. And if you're a plumber and you're replacing piping with plastic, you need to run what we call a bonding jumper. So you need to run a wire between the two pieces of metal to connect them back together electrically. So we're going to run some fun experiments. We're going to start by filling this thing up with water. Maybe we go away from the electricity. Yeah. Oh yeah, looking good. We got water on both sides. So let's start with a quick test and see if this thing has electrical continuity. Okay. If we hear a sound, they're connected. Ooh. Uh-oh. Yep. Okay. So that's where we're sitting now.
You wouldn't be able to test it.
Okay, so this isn't grounded right now. This isn't grounded right now. This wire is just connected here, going to nothing. And this red wire here is connected to this makeshift sub panel that no one should do at home ever. This is just for testing purposes. Testing purposes only. This is not the correct way to install any of this. So, let's see. What do we got here? No power? Okay, we got power. Power's on there. Power there. Power there. Ooh. And power over here. So we do detect some power. So let's see how much power. Is there enough power to light up this light bulb? So we've already got our neutral connected on this light bulb. We're just gonna touch it. Oh, not enough. The water has too much resistance. Okay, so yep, let's break out the meter. See what we actually have on this side. It's gonna be higher than 60 volts because that little pen tester detects down to 60 volts. Okay. Yeah. Neutral. And pipe. Oh, we're showing 118. 118.4 volts.
Can I take a shower?
Let's see what we get on this side. 118.8. And directly to the wire. 118.7. So that water is carrying the full voltage all the way over to here. So if you're standing on something that's grounded and you touch this now, you'll get a good shock. But water has too much resistance in it, so it's never going to trip your breakers unless you have GFCI protection on your circuit. Now, I'm going to turn off power. And show you the way to fix this situation. So we're going to take that jumper wire that we just had. Okay, let's take out this wire feeding that. And let's go back to that first test we tried and search for some continuity. Same, we're listening for the sound. And if you remember, we touched this and we touched that and we didn't get a sound. Now we're getting a sound. That means if you hit this with power and it's grounded, then it's going to trip your breaker.
Let's ground it. Let's see if we can do it. Let's blow something up. Land that in your... I want to see something blow up. Put that baby in the ground. Do I get to touch it? See if it's going to go. You want it?
Sure. Okay, I've got a ground in.
So I unhook this. That way we can see what happens.
Okay.
Let you energize that bad boy back up.
Okay.
Oh, you have to hook your red wire back up again. Stealing your tools. First rule.
Right. What's there? Oh, that would have been a boo-boo right there. Okay, that's not connected.
So when I ground this,
That is connected.
should see if anything blows up here between the two.
Okay, so without our bonding wire here, we've just got the water
Conductor only.
connecting those two.
118 volts.
Turn it on power. Power coming on. Come on.
Ah! Oh, just checking.
Okay.
A little delay.
Does it trip the breaker?
No.
Nope.
It does not trip the breaker. And this is grounded. Grounded. So if this was hooked up, let's see if it tripped the breaker. Go ahead and hook up your bonding jumper.
Okay, we got our bond hooking up. Okay, power, contact.
Alright.
We got power. Now let's
So-
see what happens.
Oh!
And there it goes.
There.
D-circuit breaker tripped. Didn't know it hooked to our lights though.
We'll get it back. We'll get it back.
Faster, faster.
Okay.
Look at that magic. So
That's why you have to run this bonding jumper anytime you replace your metal piping with plastic. Every piece of metal has to be connected together because the last thing you want is to hop in your shower, reach up to touch the shower head to move that thing where you want it, and get the shock of your life. Because that's what happened to a customer of ours the other week.
let's grab that screwdriver real quick and hook this up here. Pull that hot off there.
Okay.
So now we've got our bonding jumper in from the main grounding electrode conductor, which is our ground rods. And then this is our bonding jumper going across. Pull that red wire out of there. So this would be a perfect scenario. And then I would say let's energize that anywhere on this circuit, anywhere by accident, and you will see exactly why this is all safe and grounded. Just anywhere you touch on the system.
So we could
give them a scenario. How would that wire? How would maybe the water heater filled with water, or
Yep.
a squirrel chewed through it, or
Same.
so.
Trip the circuit.
And that's what you want. You want the circuit breaker to trip. You don't want to get shocked while you're taking a shower or giving your baby a bath in the bathtub. So, ground everything, bond everything. Stay tuned for the next ones. We're going to energize some stuff, blow some stuff up.
Yep, coming up next, we're going to try the Federal Pacific panels and the Zinsco breakers. And see what can handle what and why so many houses got burned down.
I bet you a Federal Pacific 20 amp breaker can hold about 60 amps. That's my prediction.
I think we cut off at 50.
50?
I think 60 might be pushing it.
Huh?
But we'll see. See you on the next one.